It looked very similar to what he had in practice.
That was a hard hit in practice.
Yeah, I just happened to look out the window. Remember, he's had multiple big hits the last several weeks. AMR team out there checking on him. AJ knows the damage is too much. He's just getting out.
And that hit in practice on Friday was so significant that this is the backup car. Let's have a look at what happened to AJ.
Yeah, it's in the corner, and there it goes. Another ball in the front tire. Once that happens, Steve, it just does not turn, and you're along for the ride. This was practice on Friday. Look at this hit. Car just doesn't turn. Looks so similar between the two incidents.
Sure does.
AJ was just on pit road about 15 laps ago under green flag. So, man, I can only imagine AJ's got to be just super frustrated to take two big impacts with flat front tires.
And just wind the clock back just a couple of weeks ago to Talladega when leading. Big hit. He'll be happy to see the off-season so he doesn't have to deal with that again, because that's 3 in just a couple of weeks span.
Well, so it's funny because we ran green the first 60 laps and everything was fine. Now we're getting into the second stage. People realize where they stacked up, competition-wise, and now we're starting to see some more flat tires, some more issues, people trying to push. I imagine we're going to see all the leaders pit here, though, with over 30 laps on their tires.
And next time by, 34 laps left in this second stage. They're coming your way, Parker.
Yeah, for Kyle Larson, he came on the radio and said, I don't know what to tell you, but it feels like in any second I could kill the right rear tire of this car. There was a long description about maybe what they could do. Cliff Daniels said, I know what to do here. He's getting 4 tires, Kim.
And for William Byron, he just said, it swings the rear more. The back of the car is actually not engaged. I am not able to carry a lot of speed, so they will make a slight adjustment. 4 tires, Marty.
Kim, Denny Hamlin has played his hand today, showing a willingness to push the car very early in the run. He says it still takes steps of tightness, but it's better than it's been all day long. We'll watch that clutch issue, but it goes off pretty clean here on pit road in another drag race, Dave.
The 19 of Chase Briscoe picked up 11 spots on that run, but it was a terribly vibrating 19 car. He said it vibrates the rears down the straightaway. When they get to the corner, it vibrates the fronts. He called it violent.
So you may have noticed before the caution came out, Ryan Blaney did get Kyle Larson for second. Here is AJ Allmendinger's contact with the wall. They stayed as they were. The race off pit road. Hamlin still in front.
Have trouble on Friday. He didn't seem concerned. He just got a pep talk from James Smollett's crew chief. Listen.
We're experts at overcoming adversity. We're only on lap 152 or 312, so we can still do this. Yeah, I could even see that whole run, so.
Couldn't see. I'm guessing he's talking to the vibration is so violent that it's affected his ability to have a clear sight out the window.
Busch Light restart zone. Hamlin springs and leaps out of there yet again. William Byron is following on the same line as him. So too Ross Chastain.
Okay, now this run is 30 laps to go to the stage end. We are going to find out who has what. I do not think you can ride in this stage. You have to push to see what you've got.
William Byron is ahead of his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, working on Ryan Blaney for that second spot. Can anybody go with Denny Hamlin, or is he going to just do it again, meaning streak away from this field? Christopher Bell continues his forward progress. There's the Ally Chevy of Alex Bowman. He's starting to come up into the mix as well. And here is the Bass Pro Shops Toyota of Chase Briscoe. Just got told by his crew chief, James Small, we are experts at overcoming adversity. We've done it so many times this year, and almost tags the back of the 48. That was close.
The 21 of Barry just kind of overdrove the corner and was shot at the racetrack. That presented an opportunity to shoot the middle, and things got wild there for a second.
Well, Jeff, if you had any question, Denny Hamlin, fastest lap of the race at lap 157. 1 lap ago, a 27.60, a tenth and a half better than Blaney in second.
Ryan Blaney's doing his best not to let that 11 disappear. Meanwhile, the 19 of Chase Briscoe draws alongside Alex Bowman. It's got Logano immediately ahead. Elliott, there was a slight bump there between Logano and Elliott. Just got a quick update on AJ Allmendinger. He went to the infield care center and checked and released. But tough way to end his 2025 season.
And that's what all of these other drivers are trying to do, right, is end on a high note. We've talked so much about the championship, but we saw that battle with Briscoe back there, right? Logano, Bowman, Berry, Gregson, Busher.
So Blaney's able to keep pace right here. But Byron and Larson are not. They're about 0.2 seconds slower than this 11 car. Not supposed to go that fast at 44, Steve.
Well, and to your point, we hadn't seen Blaney in clean air really be able to attack, so there's definitely speed in that 12 to keep up. But remember, he's not part of the championship 4. As much as Hamlin wants to win the race, if he gets beat by the 12 and only the 12, he's still going to have an enormous smile at the end of the day.
Well, that's a good point that you bring up, because his teammate at Joe Gibbs Racing, Chase Briscoe, just said, hey, got told we are experts at overcoming adversity. 3 wide, and Briscoe's on the inside of Logano and Elliott. Well, that theme runs true for the race leader, Denny Hamlin. Think about this year, everything that he's had on his mind, and look at this angry little bunch here.
And that right there was a championship 4 move. The 19 went in there 3 wide and just slid the other 2. And Logano and Elliott didn't like it yet, but you almost saw him say, yep, we've both been there. We're champions. We know we were trying to. We're gonna cut you some break right here. We're gonna know that that's not how you normally race us, but on this one week, you get a free pass. We're gonna let that slide jump happen.
How about this restart by Briscoe? He's picked up 5 spots. He is running 8th position.